Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to manually set exposure in FilmicPro version 6 using the false color and histogram. First thing let's do is let's set it up to record video. I'm going to press on the little gear icon in the bottom right corner. I'm going to go to resolution. I'm going to change it to 4K, 2160p 16:9, and that is what's called UHD 4K. Now we're going to set frame rate. I'm going to change it to 24 frames per second, and we're good. Now I'm going to drag the little square reticule to right there on the teapots, so that's the focus point. Next, I'm going to turn on the histogram, and to do that I'm going to touch right where it says 24 FPS 4K and then 00:00:00. By touching it once, that turns on the histogram. Now if you look in the bottom left corner, you'll see the three circles, the circle with the dot in the middle and the circle with the A in it. We're going to touch on the circle with the A and then look up at the top middle and you'll see four circles there. If you touch the circle second from the right, that'll turn on false color. So now we have both of the tools that I talked about in the article, the histogram and false color. What's it showing us? Well, remember that green is perfectly exposed, blue is too dark, and red is too bright. So we want to find a balance there. And we also want the visual to look good to us. So to adjust exposure, if you look at the bottom left corner, again the three circles, the circle with the dot in it and the A, I'm going to touch the center circle, the circle with the dot in it, like that, and that's going to turn on the wheels. We're going to work with the wheel on the left. Now what we're doing is we're changing shutter speed, and the reason for that is that the iPhone is a fixed aperture device. That means that the light coming into the camera, as far as how big that opening is, that's one size. So we'll change the shutter speed to change how much light's coming in. So to do that, I'm going to take my finger, I'm going to touch on the wheel and push it all the way up so you can see what it looks like with a lot of red. And if you look at the histogram, it looks like we may in fact have a peak on the right side, the bright side. So the bright side is on the right, dark side is on the left. And remember, we don't want to have any of the peaks pushing past the top of the histogram. So now I'm going to bring it all the way down, and you can see it's basically turned completely blue. So, and notice the histogram is far left, pushed all the way to the top. So I'm going to bring this up a bit, and I'm going to watch for the green and the false color, but I'm also going to look at the histogram and make sure that I don't have anything pushing too far up. And so you're going to want to try different settings and see what the result is. Eventually you'll get a feel for what you see on the screen with the false color and the histogram and how that relates to the exposure and the image quality that you get in the final video. So there you go. That's a quick look at how to use the false color and the histogram along with the exposure wheel, that's the wheel on the left, to set exposure manually in FilmicPro version 6.